Hello and welcome to Cindy's Corner. Today's video is about this little treat box that I've made for some girlfriends I'm going out to dinner with later today. And my starting point was when I was in a big box store a couple of weeks ago. I found this gift box, I guess, chocolate. Here we go, you can see I've taken it apart. And it held two chocolate squares, and I just was attracted by the box. So you can see I've taken it apart and seen how it's been put together. And this is basically my take on it. It's slightly smaller than the box I got from the store because I'm able to get two boxes out of one sheet of cardstock. So let me go ahead and explain how I've done this. So I have a piece of cardstock which is 5 1/4 by 8, and I've decorated it by using one of the stamps from the Letterpress Winter stamp set, and I used the silver ink to do that. And then with my scoring tool I'm going to score along the long end at 7/8 and 1 inch, and then here at 4 5/8, and then along this side I'm going to score at 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 6 1/2 and 7 1/2. Now I've got that complete, I'm going to work in my score lines. And burnishing it with my tool gives me a good solid crease. And good creases are the secret to a good box. And once I've got these pieces, I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to trim these pieces off. So these are my tabs, and I'm just going to take a small triangle out of each of the tabs. This is going to be the very base of my box, like that. So that's my base, and then my top. This is going to fold round like this, and so I want one of my pieces to be my flap down, and it's going to be this piece. So this bit's got to stay. So I'm going to trim on the 1 inch line like this, and then I'm going to take this side away as well. Ow. Stab myself with the scissors, and there we go. I'm going to round the corners slightly, and I'm using a 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to tuck that in side like that just to give my corners. And then I'm going to use sticky strip on my tab, and I'm going to make sure that it's as close to the fold as I possibly can make it. There, like that, and then burnish it a little bit with your tool and it'll come off a lot easier, she says. No, it won't. There we go. And I'm using sticky strip because there's a lot of weight going into this box, and we need something firm to hold it in place. And then I'm going to put in these two ends, and since this is the front of my box, I'm going to make that the base, and just another strip of sticky strip on there, off with backing, like that. And then just use my bone folder to just push that down. The next thing I'm going to do is to just squeeze the pieces in like that and just gently ease it in. Oh, charming. The garbage truck's just arrived. It's a weird time, this time of the evening. Here we go. And then I'm going to be marking a point halfway along my tab, and this is going to be at about 3.5. And I'm going to use the I think it's a 1/4 inch punch, like that, in the top, and then I'm going to fold it down and just make a little mark through here so I got it in the right place, and I'm just going to put another little hole there. Then I have about 15 or 16 inches of ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a little knot about halfway along. There we go, that'll work. Pull it a little tight. And I've made sure my edges are pointed. I'm just going to roll it up on itself. I'm going to push it through the hole on this side. And I'm just, if you can just see, I'm just gently easing it through. I don't want it to come through too much, otherwise it won't work. And then, whereas my original box had 2 pieces of candy in it, this one I'm going to have 8 pieces, because you can never have too much chocolate this time of year. And then make sure that they all fit in, and then get your 2 pieces of, 2 tails, like this. There we go. And now I'm going to try and tie a bow on camera. Let's see if it will behave itself. There we go. Well, not doing too badly. There we are. Just even it up a little bit, and I'm just going to cut my tails off. They get a little bit frayed with forcing it through the holes, but I cut it a little bit longer for that. So there's my basic box. And then for decoration, I used the stamp, this stamp here, and I've stamped it in the same colour as my cardstock, which in this case is cherry cobbler, and I've cut that out with the 1 3/4 inch circle. Then I've used the 1 1/4 inch scallop circle to cut out some silver glimmer paper, and then I stamped this image here on another piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've punched that one out with the 7/8 scalloped, and I've just layered those together with a dimensional in between, and then one on the back, and then pop it on the front. And then just to give a merry message, I've used the Good Greetings Hostess set. I chose the Merry Christmas. Again, I've just stamped it in cherry cobbler and cut it out with the Modern Labels punch, and then a little glue dot to hold it in place up at the top there, and then a final decoration is a rhinestone in the middle. So there we are, and I've got a couple more here already for later this evening. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you and bye for now.